Have you ever felt like the history we learned in school is missing a few chapters? Like there are pieces of the puzzle that just don't quite fit? We're taught a neat, linear story of human evolution and civilization, but when you dig a little deeper, you find things that don't add up. Things that are strange, bizarre, and frankly, a little bit unsettling. Today, we're diving into the shadows of history, exploring accounts of humanoids and creatures that defy our modern understanding. I'm not just talking about myths and legends whispered around a campfire. I'm talking about physical evidence, historical records, and ancient art that depict beings straight out of a fantasy novel. Let's start with the big one: giants. Nearly every ancient culture on Earth has stories of a race of giants who once walked the land. The Bible mentions the Nephilim. Greek mythology has the Titans. Norse legends speak of the Jetun. These are often dismissed as folklore. But what do we do with the physical evidence? Throughout the 18th and 19th centuries, newspapers were filled with reports of enormous skeletons being unearthed across America and the world. We're talking about remains of humanoids ranging from 7 feet tall to a staggering 12 feet or more. These accounts were often detailed, published in reputable sources, and sometimes even involved officials from institutions like the Smithsonian. But strangely, almost all of this physical evidence has vanished. Where did the bones go? Was it a massive cover-up to protect the established narrative of human history? Or just poor preservation and record-keeping? The sheer volume of these reports from different, unconnected sources makes you wonder. Then we have the even stranger depictions. Ever heard of the Blemmies? These were a tribe of headless people described by ancient writers like Herodotus and Pliny the Elder. They were said to live in parts of Africa with their faces on their chests. While it's easy to dismiss this as a fanciful traveler's tale, depictions of these chest-faced beings appear on old maps and in historical texts for centuries. Could it have been a misunderstanding of a local tribe's armor or posture? Or was there something more to it? What about horned humans? This isn't just a mythological concept. In the 1880s, a burial mound in Sayre, Pennsylvania, yielded several strange skeletons. The bones were allegedly sent to the American Investigating Museum in Philadelphia, and, you guessed it, they subsequently vanished. The most peculiar was a male skeleton, estimated to be over 7 feet tall, with 2 distinct horns protruding from its forehead. Was this a unique genetic mutation, evidence of a lost human subspecies, or something else entirely? And the mysteries don't stop there. Think about the elongated skulls found in places like Procus, Peru, and across the globe. These skulls are not the result of artificial cranial deformation, a practice common in some ancient cultures. The Procus skulls, for example, have a cranial volume up to 25% larger and are 60% heavier than conventional human skulls. They also have different structural features, like a single parietal plate instead of 2. DNA testing on some of these skulls has yielded fascinating, though controversial, results, suggesting they might not be entirely human as we know it. These beings lived alongside regular humans thousands of years ago. Who were they? Where did they come from? And where did they go? Let's move into the realm of hybrid creatures, which are staples of ancient mythology. Centaurs, half human, half horse. Griffins, with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. And of course, dragons. We see them everywhere in ancient art, from Greek pottery to Babylonian carvings and Chinese scrolls. The conventional explanation is that these were symbolic representations of concepts like power, wisdom, or chaos. But is that the whole story? The descriptions of these creatures are often surprisingly consistent across cultures that had no contact with one another. Take dragons, for instance. Winged, reptilian beasts that breathe fire appear in legends from Europe to Asia to the Americas. Could these myths be a shared, ancient memory of a real creature? Some theorists even propose that what our ancestors called dragons were surviving species of dinosaurs that were once considered mythical monsters until they were officially discovered. Speaking of reptilians, this is where things get really deep. The idea of reptilian humanoids isn't just a modern conspiracy theory. The Ubaid culture in ancient Mesopotamia, dating back over 6,000 years, left behind strange figurines depicting humanoid figures with lizard-like heads and features. These weren't gods. They were depicted in everyday poses, like a female nursing a baby. Why would they portray themselves or a group among them in this way? From the Naga of India, serpent people who can take human form, to the Chinese dragon kings, the idea of intelligent reptilian beings is woven into the very fabric of our oldest civilizations. So what are we to make of all this? Are these just the products of overactive imaginations, misinterpretations of natural phenomena, or symbolic art? Or is history trying to tell us something? That our past was far more diverse and mysterious than we can possibly imagine? That maybe, just maybe, we weren't alone. The official story is that these are all myths, but with every new archaeological find, with every ancient text that's re-examined, the line between myth and reality seems to get a little bit blurrier. The history we know is the history that survived, the one written by the victors and preserved by institutions. But what about the history that was lost, buried, or deliberately hidden? The stories of giants, horned people, elongated skulls, and strange hybrid beings persist for a reason. They are the echoes of a past that refuses to be forgotten. They are the anomalies that challenge everything we think we know about who we are and where we come from. What do you think? Are these just fun stories? Or are they clues to a hidden chapter of human history? Let me know your theories in the comments below. History is full of mysteries, and maybe by asking the right questions, we can start to piece together the truth. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy exploring the unexplained, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. See you next time!